Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I am back with Lost Records Bloom and Rage. This is probably going to be the final episode. I assume it feels like we've had the kind of penultimate moment and we're going to have like the closure, the rounding out of the story at this point. I love as well how everybody's back together. I really do like the kind of dynamic main menu where depending on what's happening will depend on the scene, the time of day, what's happening, ambient noises, and you can see we've got all 4 sets of feet above us. The gang is all back together. Now I'm confused by the way that Kat just kind of yeeted out of existence in a poof of laser beam in the end of the last episode. I'm not quite sure if that was symbolic or if she actually did continue to kind of live at home for a while with Dylan. I'm really happy that Dylan and Kat were able to somewhat resolve their kind of sisterhood, even if it was just briefly. I'm excited to see if we see Dylan, if she like appears in like the present time where everybody's a bit older. Nora's left. We're still talking to Autumn. I assume Kat didn't survive, but I don't know, the game could surprise us. The Abyss apparently had its own agenda and it just wanted to nom a fresh boy. And yeah, then it was kind of like, bye bitches, you're on your own, never see each other again for absolutely no apparent reason. I don't really like that. It didn't make much sense to me. I was like, okay. But I did love that we freed the deer because I'm not a huge fan of like hunting. I definitely don't like the idea of like breeding animals to food. My clouds are glitching out. What is going on with the clouds? I don't know. Yeah, the cabin was burnt down, unfortunately, which I'm obviously very sad about. I don't know if we're going to go back and see that. Let's see what the game has in store for us. I do need to just, like always, flash up the little trigger warning there. You can have a quick look at that content warning if you want to pause and read it. But I think you probably all get the vibe by now at this point if you've watched my other videos. Thank you everybody who's been watching these videos as well. I appreciate you. I hope you're enjoying my playthrough and my commentary. Thank you for coming along on this ride with me. I don't know how many variants there are. I don't know how much the storyline can change depending on our actions. So it'll be curious once I'm done recording to see other people's playthroughs.
Corey.
No regrets. He
How could
chose his own path.
Forget?
We were just trying to protect Kat and Dylan.
We were
and
just
ourselves.
trying to protect Kat.
I know. That's all I wanted. But Kat,
she was angry, and it was righteous anger, you know?
I feel sick.
She had like the anger of a vengeful angel, like that was wronged. So do you know what?
Wait. The lock.
I need to remember the chant.
God. It changed.
All right, I got this, baby girl. Let me just check out the window to yeah, we're definitely haunted. Okay, I am so glad I checked out the window. I knew the window was going to jump scare me. Anything else to look at while we're here? Okay. Magic.
How?
Why is it taking you so long to remember magic exists in this game?
Open now.
Maybe. But I don't know. Swan.
We're doing this.
Let's get this over with. It can't get any worse.
Like, listen, there must be a reason why the Void wants us to remember at this point.
I can't.
Oh, don't chicken out on me. No.
I can't do
really?
it. Keep it if you want. I've gotta go.
Really?
I never should have done this.
Autumn.
should have just thrown it away.
Don't you want closure?
You'll always wonder what was in the box, and I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you. You'll always wonder. She doesn't want closure. She wants it hanging over her head forever. Okay, we've got this. So it was the Raven, right, for Car. Yeah, we got it. I like that it actually tells you, you know, if you have forgotten, it kind of clicks into place, like with the little like that. And then it was Sun, Moon. Sun for Nora, inexplicably. I would have gone for Snake for Nora. Not because I think she's a snake, but because snakes are kind of like cool and edgy, and I think she suits the vibe. And then it was the Moon for... I would have gone for like Heart, I think, for Autumn. There we go. And then what did we choose? Who are we? Who are we again? Like the moth? There we go. We did it. That lock is gorgeous. Listen, I don't want boring old locks anymore. I want magic haunted locks because it's beautiful. For Swan, Autumn, and Nora. Oh, it's so sad that Nora and Autumn aren't here for us for this. This must be something that Kat put together for us. I bet Dylan sent us this. Can we not break it? Can we, like, instead of breaking the sticker, can we, like, slice the top of the envelope? You know, like you do with a letter slicer? No, we have to damage the seal. Fine.
Hey, losers. It's Cat.
I love this.
Well, obviously.
Obviously.
If
You're
you're
reading this,
reading this,
it means I'm dead.
I'm dead. Fuck. Just writing that is so weird. But I guess this also means my stupid sister actually did something right for once
Yay,
and
called it.
got this package to you. So you better read the whole thing, or I'm gonna haunt all your asses.
I would love
I
that.
don't know what's
Come and
gonna
haunt me.
happen tonight. But no matter what, I want you guys to have these mementos, so you never forget me.
Oh my goodness.
Or the most epic fucking summer ever.
Cat. I can't believe it.
I called it. I did think it might be this, you know. Feather. I picked up a crow feather, like a black. I don't know if it was from like a crow or a raven, but I think I mentioned in the last video that I went for a walk in a local park, and as I walked in, like the crows were swarming overhead. Like they kind of, not because of anything I did, it was kind of some distance away from where I was, and there was other people in the park. It wasn't like my presence triggered the crows, but for whatever reason, just coincidentally, they were kind of like squawking around and flying about, and I was like, I love them. And yeah, I found a little feather for my cat. I find feathers and bring them home and wash them, and then my cat loves playing with them.
I don't know what I would have done this summer if I hadn't met you guys. I just would have been trapped inside this house the whole time. But instead, you set me free.
I love that. I
You
love
gave
that.
me a reason to keep fighting. And I've got one last battle left. I'm writing this while waiting for you guys to get here. Tonight, we're gonna free Gertie and all her friends.
Oh, so she
No
wrote
one
it on
should
that
die in a
night?
cage.
Oh,
I've wanted to do it forever. I never had anyone who would help me,
I love that we did
but I
that.
know you will.
That was probably my favourite
And
thing
if
to
it
do
all
in the
goes
game.
sideways, well, I'll take the blame. I love you, you fucking weirdos. Each one of you.
It's so sad they didn't stay
Cat.
together, and that Nora and Summer aren't here for
You
this.
set me
Autumn
free
aren't
too.
here for this.
It was the best summer of my life.
Like, better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all, you know? Oh, the dead Tamagotchi! I knew it. I knew it. Is it possible to keep the Tamagotchi alive? Probably not. No means no. Damn right. I love this. I'm putting this on immediately. Hold on. I'm just listening out for my son. Like, I thought I heard a bit of banging, so I just got one ear listening for him. He's probably just snaffling crisps from the kitchen, knowing him. Oh, here he comes. 1 second. Okay, I just paused the video, the recording, while I was talking to him. Oh, I love this. This is so cute. I wonder why she's giving it to us though, and she's not giving it to Dylan. Oh, that's a lovely photo. It's rare if you remember the Polaroid days and the instant camera days where you don't get to see what the picture looks like when you're taking it. Like, kids these days are spoiled because you get to have the phone and you get to like angle it and find the good lighting and like see what you look like before you take the photo. You know, find the right pose. Like back in those days, instant cameras, Polaroids, you got whatever it was, right? You like there was a lot of bad pictures, which I think is like a reason why people my age, like I'm in my 40s, like people my age, a lot of us hate having our picture taken because we're haunted by those ugly photos where we're like pulling a weird face, or we've got like the red eyes, or you know, we're sat badly and we look all like frumpy. It's much easier now when you get to see what you look like, especially like using filters and good lighting and things like that. Like, kids these days are so spoiled by that. But I would encourage people, I think I mentioned this in another video recently, where if you're like me and you're like, you used to hate having your picture taken, you used to hate being on camera, I feel like it's because of those old photos. So now, like, our phone devices, because you can see what you look like on the phone device so easily with the front facing camera, like, just try it out. Like, move around your house, go in front of a window, go in a dark spot, have the light in front of you, have the light behind you, try natural light, try artificial light, and see where you look good and what looks less flattering. And then like your angles as well. So obviously if you've got the camera down and you're looking down at it, you're gonna have like a squidgy like double chin, like your face is gonna kind of hang forward, it's gonna look weird. But if you kind of like angle the camera so it's like up and to the side and you look up at it and have your chin down, much more flattering angle. So if you're like me and you're like, I always look bad on pictures, you're gonna... I'm not anymore, because now I understand, right? And now I understand all those photo techniques of like the good lighting and the posing, because I experimented with it. So now if I'm ever in a situation where, you know, say it's like I'm at a wedding and people are taking photos, I kind of know how to move, I know how to pose, so that I feel less self-conscious when people are taking a photo, because you can't really go, no, I hate photos. It's kind of like, it's not the most sociable thing to do. So like, I know how to smile, I know what to do with my face, and you're just gonna feel less awkward in those moments, I think. I still feel awkward, but I feel less awkward than I did before. So yeah, I strongly encourage people who feel that way, like cameras aren't my friend. Maybe it's not the camera, maybe it's the lighting, maybe it's the angle. Experiment. I strongly encourage. Candy bracelet. Nom nom nom.
You are such a freak.
I like the noise it makes.
Totally mean that in the best way. Don't ever change.
Oh, ASMR.
Never have the guts to tell you how much you mean to me. Maybe I will tonight. I don't know. I hope someday you find someone who gets you and who loves you just for who you are.
I feel like that wish came true.
Never let anyone try to put out your fire.
She knew.
I mean, your cigarettes. Like, put out your cigarettes, but not your internal fire, you know? I love that for her. I love the kind of love where you're like, even if you can't be with me, I hope that you have good people around you, and I hope you find love, and I hope you're happy. Like, that's true love to me, because true love is selfless, right? It's wanting, putting the needs of that person that you love over your own needs. Not in a kind of unhealthy way, but in a way where it's kind of like, as long as you're happy, I'm happy kind of thing, I guess. I don't know. I like the noise. Don't eat that candy necklace. I feel like it's too old. CD. Smurf. Okay. Sinfuls? I think it says sinful. So hard to rotate. Ginful. She's been drinking. She's full of gin. Cute sticker. I feel like we should go and stick a sticker outside for like old time's sake. The cassette. Wait, what? What does it say? No, so I'm gonna pull the thing up just so it's easier to read. No, so like I know you already. What? So like I know you already know some of these, but just trust me and listen to them all, promise. I bet you'll love Team Dresh the most, so you can tell me later that I was totally right. Love Cat. Oh, I'm so sad. What I was going to say is that I'm really, really sad that Nora and Autumn aren't here for this. And I'm wondering, have I played the game wrong, right? Could I have said something different to make them stay? Did I not remember the right details about them, which means that I didn't have a good enough relationship for them to stay? Is it possible to have Nora and Autumn here for this scene? Did I fuck things up? And so when I finish playing, I'm going to go and watch some other people's playthroughs and see if they got like different results. I also want to see if I can talk my eldest into playing this game, because I really feel like she'd love it if she gives it a chance, but she's in that awkward don't tell me what I'll love phase of being a teenager. So I'm going to have to like trick her into playing it. Oh, it's the one that she made. Wait. I'm trying to remember that, like, I'm trying to remember who made it. It's so bad that I've forgotten. I've got a memory like a sieve. Did Nora buy it? Did Nora make it or buy it? Because she was into crafts, wasn't she? For us? Is this our bracelet? I feel like it's our bracelet. Why was it in the box? Why wasn't I wearing it? The guitar bit. Wait, no, Nora threw that into the void for sure. I remember, like, I don't remember much, but I remember when Nora was making her wish, she dropped that specific guitar pick into the chasm, because I remember, because it's the guitar pick that I chose for her. I'm sure of that. You can go back and watch my old videos and tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure I picked that specific one for her. She dropped it into the void, and now it's here, it's back. Snack. Super shapes. Is that what I picked? Didn't I choose that at one point?
Autumn, you're seriously the coolest girl I've ever met. I totally would want to be like you when I grow up, except I don't get to grow up.
Oh, that's sad.
Sorry. I couldn't help it. I know you felt like you had to save me from myself. I get it. But also, you know that sometimes you have to stand by your principles. No matter what.
I love that about Autumn. My favorite thing about her.
I know you could have done more to help me. But you did help me. More than you'll ever know. I hope you can go and live your life and be happy.
And she helps people. That's what she does.
She wanted us to live our lives and not be stuck in the past.
What a good person Kat was. What a sweet, sweet person. These hair bubbles, though, were not sweet. These were designed by the devil himself, because they are going to get tangled in your hair and they're going to destroy your hair and make it fall out. These are evil. It's like a time capsule, isn't it? I don't recall that pendant. I don't remember who wore it, but it was cute. Blep. I don't remember every single thing. Skateboard wheel. See, I was confused about who was into skateboarding because I thought it was Autumn. And then apparently it was all Nora's stuff. I guess they could have both been into it, but...
And Swan, my iconoclast.
I don't know what that means.
Meeting you felt like fate. We're both sort of loners, and I finally felt like somebody got me. Like, you know how if you spend too much time around someone, you can kind of get sick of them?
Yeah.
Well, I never got sick of you.
I'm an
know
only
that's
child. I need
a
my
weird
space.
Compliment, but it's true. I just wish we had more time together. I hope you don't mind, but I took a peek at the video you made when I stole the camera back. It is so fucking epic. I hope when you move to Canada, you don't feel like you have to conform just to fit in with the kids there. The world is full of enough conformists. And, that's so fucking boring. I hope you stay just like I remember you.
Cat. I'll never be a conformist. I promise.
I don't
You're
feel
the
like you
first
could if you
people
tried.
who liked me. The real me. But then everything fell apart. And I guess I shut down. And I didn't want to put myself out there again. But I'm gonna try.
Oh. Go on. Listen, Pam's over there. I know there's an age gap, but you're both adults, and I feel like you have a common interest in like weird, creepy shit in the woods. So I feel like you and Pam could be total freaky besties. Like literally a friendship waiting to happen. That is cute. That would be cute for Swan because she's got like the mothy energy. Tamagotchi, Buzzy, Rippy Dip. Sorry, I tried. I did genuinely try. Oh, Gertie! She's out there somewhere running free. Oh, if we look out the window and find out that Gertie is like, she's got a family of her own and she's doing well and she's like a grown-up deer, I'm gonna cry. That's gonna send me. Adorable. Knife. Dunk. I like the noise it made when I put it down.
Anyway, I gotta go. Or else I'll cry all over this stupid paper.
Yeah,
I hope you like this stuff. And just... thank you.
like raise your
for being my
voice, you know?
friends. For the best summer of my life. Bloom and rage forever.
Raise your ya ya
I
ya.
love you guys.
Like I
Don't
said,
forget
speak
me.
up.
As if. Cat.
We'll never forget you, Cat.
Sorry, I shouldn't have spoke so much then. I should have just let Kat have a moment and I kept on speaking over her as I'm talking about raising your voice because I'm an idiot. But yeah, I wanted to say, you know, if you are in a situation like Kat or anyone where, you know, you feel stuck in a situation that's not good, raise your voice, you know, talk about it, speak to someone. It might not go well, but it definitely won't go well if you don't speak to someone, right? So... tonight was the night of the lunar eclipse. It was so cool. Half the moon got covered by the Earth's shadow, and then before I knew it, the moon looked like a giant copper penny in the sky. Like, we have read that. I think I can... what's this here? Missing. Have you seen me? Wait, what? When did she go missing? An employee claims she purchased a bus ticket from Velvet Cove to Seattle a day before she went missing. She's in urgent need of medical attention. If you see her, please contact the local authorities. So is that because Is that because she just literally just vanished like a fucking ghost? Which, I didn't like that. I didn't like that plot device that she just floated off. I guess it was meant to be wholesome and pretty and nice, but I really feel like she could have had a week, 2 weeks at least, like at home with Dylan. And then it would be nice if like that's the point that, you know, she put all this together. How?
My camera.
How? We threw it into the ocean at the end.
I thought it fell. With Corey.
Well, baby, Cat went down and got it. I'm going to come to that in a second. Let's have a look at the paper. Like, stuff doesn't make sense. I know that this is a game about kind of magic and mystery and supernatural stuff, but there's certain things where I'm like, this isn't the way that I would have written this. This isn't the way that I would have ended this. I would have done things a bit differently. I feel a little bit like there's a few kind of loose ends or a few things that don't really match up. Which is making me not entirely satisfied. Okay. I don't know which way up I have to do it. I'm gonna get it the wrong way. Can you see it, Swan? Can you see it, Swan? So let me just get the writing the right way up. And then, okay. I can't get the angle right. I'm sorry, I will get it eventually. Okay. Guys, stare, adjust your eyes, look into the distance, pause if you need to. Some of you have already seen it, right? It's like an egg. I see an egg. Or like a sun? What is that? A flower? Is this the one that we saw before? Let me turn it like the other way up. Like, I'm doing it. Like, my eyes have adjusted. I can see, like, the depth. I just can't make out what it's meant to be. Like the sun and clouds or something? I feel like it's like an egg with a little face. And then, like, sunbeams and clouds. That's what I see. I don't know what that is. And it's bothering me that I don't know what it is. Okay, here we go. Turn on.
Wow.
Still works. Am I recording? What am I recording?
Unbelievable.
I'm not doing this, by the way. This is doing it by itself. We get to see her. Hi, gorgeous girly. Long hair. Beautiful freckles. Acne's cleared up. She's so cute. I love that she's still... I'd say she's quite normal sized. I don't think she's chubby, but I'm glad that she's not skinny now. Let's put it that way. I'm glad she's kept her natural size.
How am I gonna watch this?
Oh, she's so cute. I love her frown lines. The details are so beautiful. She's hot. Got like a big dragon tattoo. She's got that like cool messy look, you know, like indie messy. And I love that she's still got the cord. It's like a cord skirt, but... Wait, don't leave the box. You're picking it up, right? Oh, look at her. I love the way she moves as well. She seems like a baddie. Where's the box? Is it in your bag? Like, how did that fit in there? Where's my torch? I want to look out that window again. Okay, Pam. Sunday, 10 PM. We meet at the bar and we go out looking around the woods. I don't want to say bye. Pam. Okay, let me just look around quickly. Everybody else has left. Clean up the... Gus, stop flirting and clean this table. I'm really sad that Nora and Autumn didn't stay. I think it kind of sucks that they didn't, to be honest. One last tour of the place before we go. Should we just poke in here to make sure there's no like random surprises? Flip the light switch on and off a few times, see if we can make the shadow appear. Tell me we go back out. Tell me we go back out. We see the cabin. I assume it's all like burnt down, but you never know. Like, where did the camcorder come back from? You know? Where did that pic come back from? Did someone throw a bobble in as well? Like, what was the other thing that got thrown in?
You're heading out?
I am.
Thanks for the kick in the pants.
If you visit again, you better stop in.
Like, I intend to live here.
I will. Have fun, you two.
Like, I am moving in, and Pam, we're gonna be besties.
Bye, Swat.
Safe travels.
Adoptive parents, I love you. Get together. They are just waiting for her to leave. They have been like ready to like rip each other's clothes off and just take each other on the pool table. And she's just been like hanging around poking through an old box for about 2 hours. They're like, please leave. Never darken my door again. I'd love to stick a sticker on something just for old time's sake. They're like, give it 10 seconds. Let's make sure she's not forgotten anything. And then the woohoo happens. I always love the aesthetics of these games. You know, everything's a little bit rough around the edges. Everything's very realistic. Nostalgic. Like, the decor is always nostalgic. Even like those saucers on the table. Like, they're so recognizable to so many people. And I'm from a different country and I recognize those saucers, you know? She's so cute. I just want to give her a big hug, you know? Why does that look like a Cybertruck? Look at her weird moth. Like her badge. There you go, they're woohooing now. The sticker's still there? Are you kidding me? The hair mechanics could be a tiny bit better. The delusion's happening again, none of it was real. That's why the box wasn't there. She just imagined it all. She's just been in the corner talking to herself this entire time. I love it. Okay, let's go. We're going to the woods, right? Please tell me we're going to the woods. I'd take Pam with me for safety, but I would be in those woods 100%. Maybe in the morning. Do we trust it? Is it evil? Does it want more nom-noms? Is it trying to eat my toesies? Is it just gonna vomit Corey back up and I'm gonna have to run through the woods again, chasing him down with my fist? Or is Cat gonna just appear like a ghost and serenade us and give us a rock concert? What's happening with, like, I thought that they went to the concert. Have I played it wrong? Because I swear I've seen a scene from like the concert. Maybe it was just from like their concert that they put on. Aww. Like, I love that the tree's still there. It kind of looks like a henge. I genuinely thought it was going to be like fully standing, like perfect, not a board out of place. She just has a really strong imagination, that's all. This is me, just with my imaginary friends. This is what happens when you're an only child, guys. What is reality anyway, when you can just live in your imagination?
You think you're funny, boy.
Baby song.
We'll see who
grown-up swan.
You'll fit well.
It'd be cute if she
I'll
took
be
it.
your queen and you'll be under my spell. In hell.
This is so weird, but also
Fucking
wholesome, but
repent
also, is she
for the
okay?
hurt, the harassment,
showdown.
and the harm that you
Forgotten my
did.
buttons. It's been so long. That noise, though. Memoir complete. Punk showdown.
Sick of your face and the jokes it makes. Tired of
Is that meant to be like a Baby G watch as well? Very cute.
You're so entitled, boy, I can tell. Your mind will change when I see you in hell. See you in hell. You'll fit well. I'll be your queen of this infernal hotel in hell. Fucking repent for the fear, the harassment, and the harm that you did.
Whoa. She's breaking the fourth wall or something. I don't know. It's swan section.
See you in hell.
It's funny thinking about like your
You'll fit
younger self.
well. I'll be
Like,
your
thinking about like the
queen
conversations
and
you'd have with your younger self, the reassurances you'd give, the warnings you'd give.
Fucking repent for the fear,
They really, the ghosts really polished this song, didn't they?
did.
Portal time? I need to jump up and shut my door. I'll be back in a second. Don't do anything without me.
Hey. It's me. It would have been awesome to watch the meteor shower together. Thanks for trying. I don't know what I'd do without you guys. Damn. Ugh. Sorry. Swan, guess what? That dirtbag didn't swipe your tape. The music video you made's still on it. And, like, hello? It's fucking amazing.
How does she have
You
it?
caught all the most awesome moments from the summer. Our memories. All on tape.
I'm gonna have to get my 90s camcorder tapes and try and get them to work
Could save them.
in real life.
Hey, it's starting. Whoa. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, we saw it. Oh my god, I knew she was watching the stars with us.
I know you're watching too. Somewhere out there.
How red her eyes are.
I love you guys.
God, she's cute. Okay, now we get to watch all my terrible, terrible videos. My bad directing. Just a random squirrel in there, because of course. I could have done better. If I played this game again, I'd have more of an idea of what I was doing here, I think. Why did that little hole never turn out to be anything? Unless that was the hole, and she was literally just imagining all this. Okay, Swan. That's just the best scene. More cat. And by cat, I mean shadow. Like, the weird flowers do appear to have been there, you know? I was thinking, are we going to watch this back and it's going to be different? Like, than what she remembered? Like, was this a delusion? Or did it really happen, you know? Like, what was real and what wasn't real? My weird adjusting. I need to keep the camera more still, I think, when I'm recording. Oh, when she flipped her head around. I'm glad we've got the what's that movie where it's like the priest has to go in, the exorcism, like the exorcist head whip. So glad we got that. Just there's a lot of me adjusting, you know. I wonder if we can actually edit this, or if it's because I know that you can edit to a certain extent, but I'm just wondering how much of it is like the game puts this together, and how much of it's like random or edited. Just all the moth content, just all spliced in together. That's the Mothman segue. What's it called again? It was like moth something. Oh, wholesome. So cute. Is that it? No, 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 no. We're not done.
Come.
Wait, what?
Find me.
Yeah, it
I'm
definitely.
here. The abyss.
Why have you got hair for a start? Why isn't your hair short? And the abyss definitely wants to eat us. How is that the end? I wanted to go. I wanted to go to the abyss, and I wanted to see what happened. Maybe they're gonna do like a part 2. Maybe they're gonna do Lost Records, dig and shit yourself. Maybe that's gonna be the next game. Dig and freak the fuck out. I don't know. I'm gonna fast forward through this. I don't have many thoughts beyond what I've already talked about, really. I wish it had a slightly more satisfying ending. I like the story overall. I like the plot. I like that we get this package that was sent to us from our friend, but there's things that don't make sense. And maybe that's intentional. Like, why did we have the camcorder when the camcorder went in the pit? Right, why did we have the pick when the pick went in the kit? Like, my baby went down and got it, you know? I'm wondering if we get like a post-credit scene as well, so that's why I'm kind of fast-forwarding it. Yeah, like I say, I don't like the... I mean, I guess again it was part of the story. I guess it's intentional that she just kind of disappeared. But I would have found it more satisfying had she gone home with her sister and they'd had that time together, rather than her just becoming one with the spirit, you know? And like, who was the shadow? Was the shadow the guy that lived in the cabin before us? Because I don't feel like that was ever confirmed. Was the shadow like the spirit of Kat, like following us throughout different time dimensions? Yeah, I feel a sequel on the cards, because this is like 2-part, right? This is Lost Records, Bloom and Rage. So I feel like there's going to be Lost Records, something else in the future. Like, they're setting up for a series. Probably depending on how well this game does. So if you're interested in it, if you want to see like different outcomes, do go in, buy it yourself and have a play around with it. It's not super expensive, and obviously there'll be sales and things like that, like Steam. Ooh, sorry, dropping things. Steam and Don't Nod tend to have quite a lot of sales. So yeah, I definitely recommend like picking it up yourself and supporting them if you're interested in it. And if you want to see more games like this, obviously you need to support the studio, and that shows them that you want more content. I'm probably going to go pick up the old Life is Strange games and play through those on my channel at some point. I always have the intention to, and then I get distracted by other things, because there's like, what's that, Claire something, Expedition 33 that's out that I want to play. And I really like to play, what's it called? There's so many games coming out, like Witchbrook I'm looking at. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I played that with my son. We've got it on the Xbox, and I'd love to play that on my channel as well. There's like so many games, so little time, you know. I want to play all the old Baldur's Gate games, the old what are they called? It's by the people who made Baldur's Gate, Divinity Original Sin games. I want to play those. I want to play the old Dragon Age games now that my computer can support them properly. So there's so much that I want to cover. One thing that I would really pull them up on is I feel like the smoking was unnecessary. At least the where they glamorized it and made it look edgy and cool, and then didn't have anything in the storyline to be like, there's a consequence to this, you know. I feel like I'm not even sure if that's entirely legal, because I know there's laws around showing cigarette smoking, at least in the UK. Especially because I think a lot of younger people are going to play this game, and I think the way that smoking was handled definitely glamorizes it and makes it seem really rock and roll and cool to an extent. So I would have either liked some kind of dialogue or conclusion to dissuade people from smoking, you know, like, I don't feel like they went into that far enough. And then also that moment where it didn't give us an option not to light the cigarette. Like, there were so many points throughout where it was like, do you want to encourage her smoking or do you want to tell her not to smoke? And so for that specific scene where we had to light the cigarette, I'm really mad that it didn't give us the option to not do that. And I feel like that has damaged my trust in the games company themselves, because then I start to, the way my brain works, I start to go, are they intentionally promoting smoking? Does somebody at the studio have like stocks and shares in smoking, like in cigarette brands? Are they intentionally trying to get children hooked on cigarettes? Is this some kind of like psyop? So yeah, it damages my faith and trust in the type of people that make the game as well, because I think it's irresponsible for adults to create a game that they know children are going to play, where they promote certain things that have no benefit. I don't care what you say about smoking, I don't think there's any benefit to it that you wouldn't be able to get from something else unless you're already addicted. And you're like, oh, but it calms me. It's like, yeah, so does yoga and meditation, bitch. Have you tried that? Like, don't, like, the excuses people make are because they're addicted. And if they weren't addicted, they may feel differently. I don't know. And again, that comes from my point of view of being a child growing up with a lot of smoke around me, and people who I know and love who died from smoking, and my own health issues that came from being around too much smoke. So that's my big problem with the game. And had that not been in it, I think my enjoyment would have been better. But yeah, it's damaged my trust in the studio. So I understand this a little bit better now. So Nora, we only ever were new friend. Perhaps we could have... I feel like Nora is like an Astarion type situation, where if you've been watching my perfect playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3, I talk about romancing Astarion as being bad for Astarion because he's such a complex character and he's had such a traumatic past, which I won't go into too much. Like, go and explore Baldur's Gate if you want to, if you're not familiar with it. I strongly recommend playing it yourself or watching my perfect playthrough. But he has so much trauma. And so he's been taught to emotionally use people through romancing them, and it's part of his charm and manipulation to keep himself safe. And so to romance Astarion, I feel I feel when I know that, it feels exploitative and it feels like it's not good for him. Like I know that in Act 1 he's just using me, right? And so like the deeper you get into Baldur's Gate, choices come up, which again, go and watch it. I don't want to do too many spoilers here, but choices come up with that character where you can gain his approval by enabling his bad, toxic, problematic behavior. And he will seem like he loves you, and he'll, you know, you've got his approval, you've gained that relationship with him, but you've done it in a way that hurts him. And where he's never going to escape the problems, you know? He does things that are, I think, harmful to him, and definitely in a way where he's using the player because he hasn't learned the lessons, because you enable him, right? And it's that thing with Nora of like, maybe if I'd have praised her more, maybe if I'd have said that her smoking was cool, maybe if I'd have stroked her ego a little bit more when she was doing toxic things or bad behaviors or behaviors that were destructive to herself, maybe I would have been her first love, right? So I would rather be, because I'm the type of person that when I love you, I'm not going to enable you. I am going to give you good advice. I'm more of an Autumn, I think. It's such a shame. Look at that. Like, we're all like, oh wait, past is new friend, new friend, new friend. So if I flip to the future, reconnected and former friends. So yeah, I had a good outcome with Autumn and a bad outcome with Nora, but I don't regret any of my choices. Well, maybe I do. Maybe I'd play it a little bit differently if I played it again. But yeah, I would rather not be friends with Nora and have her not like me, but have given her good advice, than to have enabled toxic or destructive behaviors and have her love me. Because I think it's better for her if I tell her the truth of what I think is good for her or not. Autumn, I feel like I vibed with a lot better. I like that thing about her her sticking with her morals and speaking up and doing the right thing, even though she knows that people are going to disagree with that. I think I'm more of an Autumn, or I would love to be more of an Autumn. Like they're the things that I value. Yeah, I can hear. I think it's probably my eldest coming up the stairs. So yeah, that's kind of what we've got going there. Let me just go on global stats. So there you can go. So actually, most people were new friend with Nora. It's kind of equal. Either people were new friend or first love. So I think that actually probably, or maybe something more as well. So I do think that kind of validates my suspicion to an extent of you either enable her and get her love, or you don't support the bad behavior and you just remain friends. Kat, most people got a new friend as well, so it does seem like a lot of people made similar choices to me. And here, look as well, Autumn, new friend. So I don't know how you get to be something more with Autumn. I would have loved to do that. I probably will play the game again on my own time at some point, and just see, knowing what I know now, if I can develop the friendship with Autumn a little bit more. Some people have first love with Kat, but again, I feel like Nora and Kat really had something going there, and I didn't want to kind of get between that. A lot of people reacquainted with Nora, so I'm not quite sure what I did wrong there. But again, I feel like if Nora was a real life person, we probably wouldn't be very close. I probably wouldn't be friends with Nora because I feel like we're just so different. And maybe Nora doesn't need good advice. Maybe she needs emotional support, where I'm more of a logical advisor type friend. But yeah, most people reconnected with Autumn as well. So again, I feel like I'm glad that I'm not alone there. I'm glad that other people had a similar experience to me. And again, it'll be interesting for me to go and watch other people's playthroughs and kind of see see the differences. I'd love to watch playthroughs of people who play entirely different from me, and sort of see the choices they make and see what kind of effect that is. Like that, because it's like another person's point of view, right? So yeah, that'd be interesting. Okay, next. So we get to see some of this now. You tried calling all your friends. I want to go on the global stats for that. There you go. So most people didn't try calling anyone. So yeah, I'm glad that I tried calling everybody. I'm happy with that. You returned Pam's book. Most people did. Again, happy with that. You didn't interview Dylan. Most people did interview Dylan. Again, I'm glad that I'm with the big percentage on that, because again, giving Dylan a chance and having and understanding her better, I think, was really important to the story. Dylan refused Corey's kiss, right? And most people had that. Okay, I mean, good for you, girly. Because I feel like almost like she had to pick sides in the end, Dylan. And so I wonder, like, if you know where she was swaying, if you didn't have that, and you didn't interview her, you didn't care about her story, she kissed Corey, I wonder if she would have sided differently towards the end. So we have two here. I'm sad about this. I wish that I was more successful here. I did try. Autumn couldn't recover from her panic attack. Yeah, I did feel like I kind of handled that badly. I would have liked to have done that differently. You helped Autumn recover from her panic attack. So most people didn't, unfortunately. I don't know what they expected us to choose there. I was in the percentage here, the highest percentage. You were alone at the abyss. I don't recall this scene exactly. Oh, I do, because my whole video was called I'm Alone Again. Most people were alone, but we could have sided with Autumn to protect Kat or convinced Autumn to stick with Kat as well. Maybe I wish we'd have done something differently there. I don't remember that decision too well. Most people had Nori give you a bracelet and a pin from LA. So we got the friendship bracelet as well. I guess if she hated us, she wouldn't have given us anything. You refused to smoke a joint. This is what I'm talking about. Most people did. This is what I'm saying. Most people were like, yeah, I'll smoke a joint with you because that's cool. No, like, we're not enabling that behavior. So I stick with that decision. I'm glad we didn't. Again, because I disagree so strongly with smoking, I think it's so harmful. Not just to the person smoking, but the people around them as well. And because obviously, I think marijuana is such a tricky substance because, there's aspects of it where it is legalized. I have CBD gummies. I'm not promoting them, by the way. It's just, they're legal. You can just buy them at Holland & Barrett. It's, I don't think they do anything, to be honest. I don't really see much of an effect, but yeah, like they are not harmful as far as we're aware, as far as current scientific research is aware, because the bad element of weed is I think it's THC. Again, I get my letters a bit mixed up sometimes, but that's like the psychotic element. So for some people it's fine, their brains are totally okay with it. For other people, if they've got if their brain is wired wrong or if they're predispositioned to certain things, it can cause people to have things like schizophrenia. So, the legalized stuff has the THC taken out for very good reasons. And so if you're having something that's not legal and you don't know where it's come from, you don't know what chemicals have been used on it, you don't know the levels of THC, you don't know how your body and brain is going to handle that. So in itself, it's just a plant, right? It's just a plant that has medical uses, and some of those can be good. There's too many unknowns with it, for me to be like, yeah, let's do this. This is so cool. Again, like maybe if you gave me something that was in a brownie, I would feel differently. The smoking is a big problem for me. And I don't want to be a massive stick in the mud. again, it's that logical aspect of my brain that's kind of like, let's weigh up all the scientific research on this and, you know, do I know the supplier before making... I'm not the sort of person to just kind of do random risky things, you know, which I think this is quite a low risk, but I don't know. I think I've talked about that enough. Again, it's that thing of like promoting things in the game. Like the game makes it look cool. And it's like, if you do this, it's like peer pressure. The game's peer pressuring us. It's like, if you do this, you'll get closer to this person. She'll be your friend. This cool girl will be your friend. It's like, fuck off. I don't want to be friends with her if she's going to make me unhealthy and shorten my lifespan. You and Nora remembered how you snuck past Corey. You and Nora couldn't remember how you snuck past Corey. So I guess I remembered. I don't know if maybe there's like a timeout thing there. I certainly feel like I had a lot of chances. Nora left the reunion. Nora stayed until the end. So I could have got Nora to stay. I'm sad that I couldn't get Nora to stay. I wonder if there's a way to do that without enabling the... without enabling her. I wonder if there's a way to do it. To support her without encouraging those worse aspects of herself. I don't know. I'd rather she leave than encourage the things that are harmful to her. You didn't repair Kat's pocket. I know. I wish I'd found the batteries. I'm sad that I didn't do that. You helped Kat cut her own hair. You cut Kat's. I wish that I'd done it. I misunderstood what it meant. I thought we were helping her. But again, actually, do you know what? It's nice that she took ownership of it. It's nice that she did it herself. I think that could have actually been like actually good for her to do that, to have that, because the illness is making her lose her hair, right? And lose control over her appearance, to take back control, to have the scissors in her own hand and to actually do that herself could actually be a really, really good thing. So maybe I'll stick with that. Maybe I like that. You escaped through Kat's window. Dylan didn't stand up for her sister. You escaped through Kat's window. Dylan did stand up for her sister. Again, I think that's because of the interview. You stayed with Kat. Your camcorder got broken. So I wonder if your camcorder gets broken. One, is Corey able to use it when he comes to the cabin? Or does he not have it in that case? And then two, does it get fixed in the end? I assume it does. I do wish I'd stayed with her, to be honest, because they found out we were there anyway, and I feel like we could have looked after her a little bit better had we stayed. Nora threw Kat's gift away. Nora kept the gift. I'm glad she kept it. I'm glad that's the percentage. You didn't kiss Nora during the meteor shower. I didn't want to. I feel like her and Kat had a thing. I didn't want to get in between that, so I'm happy with that. 36% of people did. I think a lot of like returning fans who really, really like the original Life is Strange game are probably quite into people like Chloe Price, right? Chloe Price was the love interest in Life is Strange, the original game. And so, and Rachel Amber, right, in the later games. So that kind of like edgy, self-destructive rock chick is probably the player type, you know? I don't know how I feel about that in general. Like, what is wrong with us? You know, like, did you watch the last season of You? Spoilers, where it ends and he's kind of like, maybe the problem's you. And I'm like, yeah, society's fucked. Like, we are not good at looking after each other because we don't, you know, like, most people would rather win the approval of someone that they think is cool rather than say, that's actually not cool, which I think is a problem with ourselves a lot of the time. Autumn didn't join you. I'm surprised that's that high, to be honest, because I know a lot of people would like to romance Nora because she's just the type that Don't Nod fans like. But considering it was quite clear that she and Kat had a bit of a thing, I'm surprised more people didn't step out of the way. Autumn didn't join you and Nora. Autumn joined you and Nora. I'm sad that we didn't get that. I'm really, really sad we didn't get that. It must be a bit tricky, though, because, again, the percentage says no. You were mostly non-violent when vandalising the Mickelson gift shop. Very happy that we chose that. Most people did. Again, maybe some people are coming here from Detroit Become Human because, again, it's another choice-based game. Some people were angry and violent. So some people really leaned into it. You let Cat burn the deer statue. I'm surprised that's that high because I feel like that was quite a controversial choice. When I was making it, I really felt like I was going to be judged for that because I felt like the game was trying to say we don't want Cat to be hurt, so we're going to do it, we're going to take the blame. But actually most people did let Cat do it. Again, I wonder, it's funny to presume what people are thinking, right? I don't know what other people have thought when they were playing this. I haven't watched anyone else's playthrough, so I'm curious to know why people chose that, because I didn't expect that to be as high a choice as it actually was. I really thought most people would have gone for this. Or like that percentage was going to be higher. You danced with Autumn, you danced with Kat, you danced with Nora, you danced alone. I didn't realise I could dance with anybody else. I was just vibing, quite frankly. I wish I'd danced with Autumn. Most people danced with Nora. A couple of people danced with Kat. I'm confused why Autumn's not the most popular choice. I'm like, why don't you all see that Autumn would be the best person? Like, she would be such a good person to be with. Like, she's caring, she's down to earth, she's such a lovely person. Like, she literally, her job is helping people. Justice for Autumn. Best romance person in this game, I swear. You didn't kiss anyone. I wanted to kiss Autumn. I'm gonna have to play this again on my own time because I didn't make good choices. Wait, is that it? No, it says 5 out of 10. Why is it not? Wait, what's it doing? Is the game froze? I think something's gone wrong with my PC. What's happening? Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna have to stop recording, I think. I don't even know how to stop recording. It's not letting me. I'm gonna have to close the window. Oh no. Yeah, I think it's froze. I think it stopped working for some reason. No, why? I'm sorry that you're watching me struggle here. Close the window. There we go. Yeah, sorry, we've got blackness. I'm gonna pause and be back with you in a second. Okay, it definitely broke. I had to replay the entire last scene. And rewatch the video and everything like that. But I'm here, so hopefully this is working now. Okay, Kat and Nora, hang on, where are my global stats? Press R, there we go. Kat and Nora didn't kiss, Kat and Nora kissed. So I'm glad that they did, yay. I'm glad that we got that. Most people didn't get that, I assume because some people were romancing one or the other of them. Autumn let Corey enter the hideout. You let Corey enter the hideout. Corey didn't enter the hideout. So there was a possibility that we didn't do that. I don't know how we could have prevented that. That would have been really interesting to figure out. You stabbed Corey, and I'd do it again too. So we had the option to not, or we didn't, or we would have not had the opportunity. So I am glad we had the opportunity, and I would do it again because he was hurting my friend, and it was self-defense or cat defense, and yeah, you know, that building was on fire. We had to get him to stop doing what he was doing. So yeah, absolutely 100% stand by that decision. Autumn was unharmed. Autumn burned her arm while helping others. I'm glad she didn't get hurt. I don't know what would have caused her to get hurt. Corey was driven mad by the abyss, or Cat was possessed by the abyss. Okay, I don't know how I feel about that, because I feel like I'd have to see the other option to know which of those would be preferable to me. But I thought that was epic. I loved seeing Kat feeling empowered, standing up to her abuser, and yeah, beating him up, quite frankly. Like, I was like, you go girl. Not that I condone violence, because obviously I don't, but I would have preferred to not have had that situation in the first place. I would have preferred for Corey to have gone and got therapy, right, and it never to have got to that point. But, you know, in the situation that we were in, I was like, yeah, well, this is what happens if you act the way that Corey's been acting. Kat offered herself to the Abyss. Kat was violently claimed by the Abyss. Wow. I mean, I feel like I like this option better, but it would have been like violently claimed. So that makes me think that the Abyss is actually bad and evil, which I was kind of not unsure about. I was like, maybe it's neither bad nor evil. It just is, right? It's just its own thing. But yeah, I'm more inclined to think that it is a bad thing in that case. I wonder, violently claimed by the Abyss. I wonder what would be the situation to get that, to not get that to happen, but to have that happen. So I think I'm glad that I'm in the bigger percentage here. This feels like the better option, but I don't know. Wow, okay. Wow, there's so many different outcomes. We got Kat and Dylan pushed Corey into the Abyss, 11%. So we're not in the majority, but I actually like that. I actually liked that the girls did it together because it meant that Kat was protecting Dylan and Dylan was protecting Kat, and Corey was the abuser in that situation. So I was actually very, very happy with that outcome. We could have also had Corey dragged Kat into the Abyss as he fell. Most people actually got that. That was the majority. I'm glad that didn't happen because that would have made me really, really sad. You and Kat pushed Corey into the Abyss. You, Kat, and Autumn pushed Corey into the Abyss. I'm glad that Autumn didn't do that because I feel like that would have been just something that I feel like a situation she shouldn't have had to be in and a choice that she shouldn't have had to make. This one, I think I could have been happy with if you, Kat, and Nora pushed him into the Abyss. Only 4% of people got that. That was the minority. The 4 of you pushed Corey into the Abyss. I mean, that would have been good, I think, if all 4 of them did it. 20% of people got that. Again, I am actually really, really happy with this. I probably, out of the ones we've read so far, this is the one that I would choose again because I feel like it was appropriate. And I liked I just really, really liked that the 2 girls were together in that, you know? I'm sad that we didn't get any kind of like follow-up from Dylan. I thought we were going to see her in like our time. All that we really got in the present was that she passed on the box to us. Autumn pushed Corey into the Abyss. Wow. What shenanigans would you... What loops do you have to jump through to get Autumn to do it on her own? Nora did it. The Abyss pulled Corey in harmony with the girls. That's a lot of different options. I'm very curious to see those different outcomes. But again, if I was to pick one of these, I actually think this is my favourite. I'm happy with that. You raised Buzzy to be a rogue. You raised Buzzy to be big. You raised Buzzy to be fun. I was in the minority. I didn't know that I was doing a specific thing, but okay. Don't really care. My goal was to keep him alive, and that was not an option. You didn't help Pam and Gus start a romance, and you did. I'm really glad that we did. I'm surprised more people didn't. Maybe some people just weren't bothered by them. They were like, ooh, crunchy old people. I don't care. This is weird. Maybe people just didn't really want to talk to them, and they wanted to get back to the main storyline. It would have been nice if that was higher. I'm glad that we did that. I wanted to be besties with Pam. I was ready to go out into the woods with her. You all stuck by each other in the end. Don't Nod. Listen, if anyone from Don't Nod's watching this and you're not too mad at me for telling you to fuck off over the whole smoking thing, please don't do that again, though. Please, just think about the influence that you have on the young people playing. But if anyone from Don't Nod's watching this and you are working on a part 2, can you make it one of the quest lines, one of the options be that we do find Pam and we team up with her and we get her to help us figure out what's going on with the Abyss, and we get her in on it, and for that to be a positive thing that helps us, for that to be something that's beneficial, because I am ready for my favorite auntie to come on a ghost hunt with me and have my back. You all stuck by each other in the end. Nora left the reunion, Autumn left the reunion. You were alone in the end of the evening. I am surprised most people had that. That's the majority, is that most people were alone. So again, I'm wondering what shenanigans you need to do to have both of them. And I'm sad that I didn't. I'm sad that she was alone. It would have been really, really nice if we'd have had Nora and Autumn now with us. I did suspect actually that was an option. However, again, I'm too similar to Autumn in real life. I can't put my morals aside to win someone's approval and have them there with me. I can't do that. So if having Nora there means enabling her bad behavior, I just can't do it. She's going to leave every time for me. Interesting. I really like seeing the stats. I really like the global stats where you can see kind of what other people picked. I'm definitely going to watch some more playthroughs. So if you've got any recommendations of who I should go and watch, let me know in the comments below. Has my favourite Life is Strange player, English Simmer, has she done a playthrough on this yet? Because honestly, first choice to watch someone play this would be Molly. So I'm going to go and have to check out if she's covered this game or not. Who did I watch as well? Like, I think I watched Jacksepticeye, but I don't know what he is and isn't doing at the moment as well. So yeah, I need to go and figure out who I want to watch. So yeah, if you've got really good suggestions, let me know down in the comment box down below. My preferred place to watch things is YouTube. So definitely let me know if you've watched anyone play through and they've had wildly different choices to me. Like if someone's made completely opposite choices to me, let me know, because I'm so curious. And especially I really, really like people as well that explain the choices that they're making and they talk about the thought process. So yeah, please do. If you've got good suggestions for people, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to go and watch more videos on this. And on that note, I'm gonna click next. Let's see. Oh, okay, we get post credits. Tape 2 raid completed. Tape 2. I've got an achievement. I love the woods as well. Like, I'm such a woodland girly. Look at all the flowers. Oh my god. It's definitely back. Again, I feel like it could be some kind of psychosis that she's experiencing. Have I got my camera? I've got my camera. I've got my camera. Okay. Burb. All right, let's keep going. We've got... Oh my god, I'm scared. I am scared. I don't feel like this is the abyss. I don't feel like it's Cat. I feel like it's the abyss, you know?
I'm here.
Look, she's like looking off in that direction. Can we see anything? Oh my god, why is Auntie Pam not here with me? Pam! Pam! See, this is what you get, guys, if you do mushrooms in the woods. I'm probably not going to be able to monetize this video. Oh my god. Did she say waiting forever? Are you actually alone, or is there like a shadow figure behind you? She looks so distorted there. Okay. Is there anything I can pick up? This is actually so cool though. I love the vibe. I love like witchy content. Is this going to be wholesome or traumatic? Is she going to drag me down there with her? Wait, she's gone. Where did she go? There's an option to enter. Well, I did when we first got here and we first saw it the first time, I was like, jump in. So I guess that's what we're doing. It doesn't give an option to not enter, you know? It's not like enter or...
I'll find you.
Oh my god, we're going dragging her back out. She doesn't have a body. I mean, maybe she does. Her body floofed, right? I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's scientific advances. That would be so cool. That would be really cool. I've got an achievement, Enter the Void. I went into the void. Thanks for playing. You can replay the game in collectible mode without losing your progress and choices via the scene selection. Your relationship outcomes and choices are also available to see in the extra menu. Amazing. Look at the little ghosty feet. Oh my goodness. I wonder, you know, if you got Autumn and Nora to stay at the end, I wonder if they would also be here too. That is so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, feelings about the game at this point. Yeah, so I'm wondering, okay, my canon lore inside my own brain now is that we go in there, we go into some kind of like dream consciousness, alternate dimension world, we fight some inner demons. Oh my god, Corey could come back. Ugh, we'd have to like fight, we'd have to slay the big demon, the BBEG that is Corey. Which I feel like I can do. Like, I was itching for a fight with Corey, quite frankly. I was ready to like make him eat my boot. So we fight Corey, we rescue Kat, we drag her back out, her material form, her physical form rematerializes, but as an adult for some reason, because void magic. And then we take her to a hospital, and in those years from the 90s to now, which is like 30 years or something, 25 years, they've made medical advancements that is gonna keep her alive, and she gets to stay with us, and we get to have a reunion and live happily ever after with the friendship group that everyone dreams of. We start a rock band, we go on tour, everybody takes the kids, it's wholesome, it's like hippie vibes. Nora loves it, she heals, Autumn gets over it, and gets to help people better than ever before, and that heals her as well. And she becomes her own boss. And Swan videotapes it all, and Kat just loves living and being free and getting that life that she always wanted. Dylan comes as well. She's got a really nice husband who treats her really, really well. And she's got 5 kids, and all the kids are amazing. They're all like geniuses at something. Like, one is, I'm getting too into this. One makes jewelry, okay? One makes jewelry. They start a business with Nora. It's cute, it's adorable. They live happily ever after, and that is the outcome that I am making happen in my own brain. Pam's there, Gus is there. They've got like their own coach that they take on tour, and it's like a portable bar. It's great. So yeah, that's what's going on in my brain now. I love making up my own endings, you know. But this is cute. I like this. The little ghost feet is a very, very cute idea. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything more to add that I've not said already. The smoking thing obviously is a huge issue for me that I've pointed out so many times, so I don't feel like I need to talk about that again. I do feel a little bit like I don't feel like everything's wrapped up fully. I don't feel like I have all my conclusions. I would have liked everything to tie up a little tiny bit more neatly, because I feel like they've left it open for a part 2. I feel like they've intended a sequel, which makes it feel a little bit unsatisfying at this point, because I'm like, oh, I just wanted that little bit more, you know? Like, think about Swan's mum. Her poor mum is out there worrying about her now. She's lost in the woods. Who's she gonna have to talk about and bitch about, like, her friends with? Like, you know, like, her mum needs her. Yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it. Like, I bought it with my own money. I didn't receive a code or anything like that, and I'm happy with what I got for my money. I was really excited for this game. It's been a long time coming because I saw them promoting it on social media what feels like years ago, and then it got delayed because of the other Life is Strange game that they were releasing, which I intended to play and then didn't. But I actually do like the idea of going back and playing all the Life is Strange games from the beginning at some point. So yeah, so I'll get to that eventually. One day. And yeah, I don't know. Like, I enjoyed it as a kind of like standalone Don't Nod game. Along with, like, I really enjoyed Twin Mirror. I really enjoyed Tell Me Why. Life is Strange True Colors. All of these were kind of like spin-off standalone games. Yeah, and they're very cathartic games to play. I wouldn't describe them necessarily as cozy games because they get stressful. They have cozy game elements, but I think what appeals to me about Don't Nod games is that they're so human. right? And I've criticized Nora a lot throughout this, but she's very, very human. Humans are fallible, humans are flawed, humans are messy. You know, it wouldn't be a very good story if everybody did the perfect thing that you should do in a situation. Like, good storytelling comes from people making mistakes or making bad choices, or, you know, being fallible and human. And, you know, I've criticized Nora a lot, but that is what makes Don't Nod Games appealing to me. Just this celebration of the fragility of the human ego, and like a celebration of life being messy and strange, you know, if you want to quote the game. And again, just that human aspect of everybody's going through something. Even the people who have awful behavior, there's probably a root cause, there's probably a why. And maybe life can be better for everybody if, instead of hiding those problems that humanity has under a rug, we make games about them, and we tell stories about them, and we think about things, and we think about how to make life better, and how to make better choices, and how to prevent cycles happening, you know. And obviously this is a game about finding and losing friendship. And I'm okay with my playthrough. Maybe it wasn't the perfect playthrough. Maybe I wished that Autumn and Nora had stayed with us. Maybe I wish that I could have given Corey therapy if that was an option. You know, maybe I've got a lot of what ifs. But that's what life is like. Life is a series of, what if I'd done something differently? Would I have a better outcome now? And so I think I could go in, I could replay scenes. But this is the story that we shared together, and it wasn't a bad story. And I'm happy to leave this where it is, at least on my channel. Again, I probably will play it separately. I'm curious to see what my eldest does, because I feel like she's gonna play very differently from me. Depending on how she feels, if she even plays it, I might just record it and do one video of like talking about the different choices that were made. Maybe, possibly. Like I'll edit it all together. But no promises, because it all depends on what she's feeling like. She's got a GCSEs, so I would love to just play it with her and just experience it just between the two of us. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. Please leave me your recommendations for other playthroughs in the comment box down below, because I would love to see. Just because we're all different, right? We've all got different stories. Not everybody's going to have the stories that I did about smoking, you know, as a child, like being around smoke as a child and hating it so much. So other people are going to come at this from a completely different angle because of their own life experiences and because of their own predispositions or aversions to certain things. And so yeah, please let me know. And if you've got a playthrough yourself, absolutely tell me in the description box down below, and I'll come and check it out. And yeah, hug your besties. If you're on your own right now, just wrap your arms around yourself. You know, like that silly thing where it makes you look like you're kissing someone. Like, rub your own back and give yourself a big hug and smooch the air, and those smooches will come right back at you. And give yourself guidance. I don't know. I'm gonna go because I'm so cheesy at outros. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you for sharing this time with me, and I am gonna go and watch Eurovision. So I will see you again soon. Bye, friends.